The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you've tuned in today. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Well, we've been to Maryville, we've been to Marshfield, we've been to Harrisonville, we've been to Mid-Buchanan. Now we're at Glendale High School, and we're visiting with Glendale head football coach Frank Tristan. Coach Tristan, thanks for your time today.
Hey, you bet. Thanks for having me.
Coach, first off, how's the summer gone? Good numbers. What have you guys been able to do over the summer?
Yeah, it's been really good. We have had, it's hard to get every kid there during the summer just because everybody's doing different stuff. But we've had, a good camp in June. And then we did the 7-on-7 little circuit. And now we're heading back, just finishing with team camp. And it's really been good. It's been a busy summer, but I feel like it's been very productive, which is good.
Good numbers?
Yeah, we've been solid. I've seen 93 is what we've got, and that's 9 through 12. Kind of our goal in year 2 here was to be over 90 consistently. So we just need to be there and go from there.
Outstanding. Coach, as you look at going into this season, what did you have to replace, just by virtue of attrition, people graduate, things like that? Maybe who are some of those folks that you kind of expecting maybe to turn the corner this year and fill some of those roles?
Yeah, so we only had 6 seniors last year. However, they were all contributing in a large part. So having to replace, especially Jalen Lockett, who was, our safety and our running back, that's a huge, we're going to have 3 people replace him. So, it'll be difficult to do that, especially with the lines. But, one kid that's going to be replacing Jalen would be Samari Pickett, who last year got hurt in week 3 before we even played week 3, got hurt in practice, was out for the season. And Samari's, a really good football player. He'll play linebacker and running back for us. Another one was Cam Major, who is, a track guy, but is going to have a real big football year this year. So those 2 guys will replace some of those senior needs that we've lost. And then obviously the return of Cash Newberry at quarterback as a senior is going to be huge for us. And then we've got a good group of seniors. We got 15 seniors this year that will really take on a leadership role for our program. And then, they're good football players too.
Outstanding. Well, Coach, it gets underway for real on Monday, August the 11th, and you've got your Jamboree on the 22nd. And that 11 days are in between. What are maybe some of your goals outside of obviously staying healthy? But what are some things you're going to try to accomplish in that time from the start on Monday until you get into the Jamboree on the 22nd?
Yeah, with the ability to see the guys over the summer, the hope is to keep picking up on what we've left off, but really have all of our base stuff down and solid. And then I tell my wife I'm kind of the Walgreens of football coaching. I want our kids to be happy and healthy, and so you're exactly right. We want them to be healthy. But the big part of that is in this next 2 weeks or that 11 days is trying to get every kid to see what's my role in the team, where do I fit in, how do I contribute. Matter of fact, right before I'm talking to you, I had a meeting with our coaches about that very thing. Like, we want to build a program, which means we need to retain kids. And if a kid doesn't feel valued or important, dude, I'll just go ahead and stay home. So that's really our important job, is to find out, hey, what kids can play on Friday night, who can't, and then what's their role going to be? How do we keep them here? And how do we keep them engaged? And how do they meet our expectations for them?
Coach, tell us, the viewers, a little bit about your coaching staff. Is it very similar to last year? Have you added anyone? Have you added staff members?
Yeah, we're still at 9 coaches, and we've retained everybody. The only change for us is Coach Rehagen went to Rogersville with Joel Wells. So the band is back together. Joel Wells, Rich Rehagen, and Aaron Wells all at Rogersville. So that's cool for them. So what we did is elevated Scott Offer to our defensive coordinator, and then we were able to bring in an O-line coach, Brett Williams, who, if you're a big Chiefs fan, you might remember he played for the Chiefs and was an All-American for Bobby Bowden. And so we actually had a little conversation. Back in the day, he was kind of the Jackson Cantwell of that time. He was on Sports Illustrated and or College Football America, those publications. So it's fun. And he's been great with the guys. And so we're really thankful with our coaching staff. We really have 9 guys that are committed to loving the players and build connections, and they love it. They're doing it because they love it.
With regards to your schedule, any changes? I know games that were away or not at home from a year ago, but have you added anyone, or is it? I mean, you've got a pretty full conference.
Yeah, we're the same schedule, except like you said, we flip the home and away. But the COC is so difficult. But if you're gonna play the COC schedule, I think the way we have it sets up for us as best as it can. There's no easy way. It's kind of the pick your poison, but it's going to be difficult. We start off with Neosho, and I mean they drummed us last year. Man, Brandon does such a good job over there. He's got it rolling, so we'll have everything prepared for him. But so it's not like we start off with a cupcake. It's not going to be easy.
Well, you showed some improvement last year, just throughout the season. You lose that opening game with Willard, then you come back and you get them in the district. So there was that market improvement over the season a year ago. What do you have planned now between this is actually airing on Friday? You're kicking it off Monday. What does Monday look like for you? When do you start? When do meetings start? When do practices start?
Yeah. Well, thanks. I mean, we did, to your point, we had some growth, and I was very proud of that. And so one of the things we're trying to get our guys to do on Monday when we start is, hey, pick up with the same enthusiasm we left off with. We did. We ended the season, obviously if you don't win your last game, it's kind of a letdown, but we ended our season on a high note. And so we were playing our best football. Now, like I tell the players, where we're at right now compared to where we were at last year at this time is way ahead. And so we just got to keep the enthusiasm. A lot of it is enthusiasm that we lacked last year. And a little bit of that was just because the unknown of a new coach and stuff. But going with that, for us, on Monday, we go in the evenings because we play ball in the evening. So that's what we're going to do. And so they're going to meet. We'll have a lot of meetings. So we meet and lift. And then we don't get on the practice field until about 8 o'clock at night. And then we'll practice for an hour and a half. Our goal is to practice fast, and we play football. So we'll play 11-on-11 football more than a lot of other teams probably, just because I think the best way to learn football is to play football. It's hard to simulate a drill. So yeah, throughout the summer, that's why we love those camps. The opportunity to play football is just a blessing. So that's what our day will look like. And we'll try to do that all first week of camp. And help them to get their eyes right. So if their eyes are right, they'll be better football players.
Outstanding, Coach. I greatly appreciate your time today. Congratulations on entering year 2. I know everybody, it's exciting. It's exciting for me as a fan. As I start putting things together and shows together, and I'm president of the Springfield Area Quarterback Club, which you are a member. And when I say member, there's no dues, there's no secret handshakes. You just got to show up and eat lunch and talk football. But we always appreciate when you have the opportunity to come in and those schedules be going out this week as well. But Coach, again, hey, thanks so much for your time today. And I know we'll get to catch up throughout the season and go out and get a win at Neosho, and we'll get you on the live scoreboard show that night.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guy. I appreciate what you do for local sports.
You bet. Thank you. Hey, you're watching High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. The heartbeat's strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors, pitching in, getting it done. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. And every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.